Hey guys, this is Valeria. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a bit of an introduction. I want to be able to bring you guys into my world and for you guys to get to know me the more and more that I make videos. Let's get started. Again, like I said, my name is Valeria. I am 27 years old. I was born in La Ciudad de Mexico. I was brought to the United States by my mom when I was 6 years old. I was raised by a single mom, and I could not be more proud of that. She is the most wonderful human being, the most wonderful mother that anybody could have ever asked for. Like I said, I was brought to the United States when I was 6 years old. I didn't know any English. I still don't think I master it 100%, but thankfully I was brought at a young age that I was able to absorb the language very quickly. When I came to the United States, I was not Christian, but the family that I came to live with was, and that is how my mom converted to Christianity. So I say that I was raised as a Christian. I've been raised in a Christian home. I don't know anything other than that. I started elementary school here. I went to Russell Elementary School here in Santa Ana, California. And I am, again, like I said, I absorbed the language very quickly. So it was a matter of maybe months that I learned the English language. I guess I kind of put my effort into it because kids are cruel. Let me tell you that. When I first got here, obviously I didn't know it. I didn't even know how to say hi in English. Let alone ask to go to the bathroom. So I remember that when I first got here, I needed to go use the restroom, but I didn't know how to say that. And well, I raised my hand and I told the teacher, necesito ir al baño. And there was some kids obviously that knew how to speak Spanish, so they understood me. But there were other kids that actually made fun of me. They made fun of me for not knowing the language, which again, that's why I say kids are very cruel. So I guess I put myself that mentality that I wanted to learn English because I did not want that to happen again. So I learned it very quickly. It took me about a couple months to learn it. First, when I got here, I was halfway through first grade. They thought that maybe they were gonna have to hold me back because of my language barrier. But because, like I said, I put a lot of effort into learning the language, I was actually able to pass to second grade. And by the time I got to second grade, I didn't master English, but I was able to communicate and I was able to understand when the teacher would ask me something. So, that helped. Like I said, I did grow up in a Christian home. I was raised with beliefs that Jesus Christ is our Savior, and I do strongly believe that. There's been times where my faith has been tested, where I've questioned, but I think a lot of us as believers have come to that point in our lives. But the more and more I read the scripture and the more I went through life, I saw that my beliefs were in the right. A lot of you may disagree, but that's just me. I got married to my husband, Christian, in October 17, 2015. And we actually had our first son, Michael, a year after. So I got pregnant pretty quickly. It was not a very, very enjoyable pregnancy. I had morning sickness the entire pregnancy. It was just horrible. But I will get into a story about that in the future when I talk about my 2 kids. And again, like I said, I have 2 kids. The second one, Aaron, he was just born a year ago, April 25, 2019. Being a mom has truly changed me. Like I mentioned before, I was raised by a single mom. She made it look easy. Let me tell you that. She made it look easy. How she did it, working late nights, coming home to take care of me. I really give her props because she made it look very easy. When I became a mom, everything changed for me. My mentality, my way of life, everything changes. You no longer focus on yourself. The idea that you are the most important person in the world goes out the window. You're no longer worried about whether your hair is done or your makeup is done properly. You worry more about whether your kids are fed, whether your kids are well dressed. That becomes your main concern. And my mom always told me when we would go to the store or anything like that, she said, when you become a mom, you'll understand. They become your priority. Anything you want comes second to what they want. And I understood that very well now that I'm a mom. Because let me give you a silly scenario. I remember when I only had Michael, I went to the mall one day and I was determined to buy myself something because I had not bought myself clothes in a while. So I was determined that day I was going to buy myself something. It was Mom's Day. Well, let me tell you something. By the time I got out of that mall, I had nothing for myself. Everything was for Michael. So that's kind of like like I said, it's a silly example, but I think a lot of moms would relate to that story, that you think, yeah, I'm gonna go buy myself some shoes, and you end up coming out with a toy or something for your kid, because you will do anything and everything to see them smile. So yeah, being a mom completely changed my mentality. It became a different world for me, a different world in where I no longer mattered. I mean, yes, I matter. Yes, I still pamper myself. Yes, I still deserve to have some mom time, some me time. But in generally speaking, I think everything I do, everything I say is with the idea that I do have kids, and anything that I do or say is gonna affect them. And that is also why I kind of wanted to create this channel, because I want them to see that Mom has a different side to her. Mom enjoys singing. Mom enjoys being able to bring joy to people. And that's just what I want to do. With this channel, I want to be able to put a smile on someone's face. If I'm doing a cover, I want that song to touch someone in a way that they needed that day. That if they scroll and come across my video, that they'll come out of it feeling blessed and not seeing something and being like, what the heck did I just watch? But yeah, I mean, I just want to be able to bring joy to everyone, joy to as many people as I can. And that's just going to be my focus. But yeah, going back to a little bit about myself. I've been married to my husband for almost 5 years now. We're going to be celebrating our 5th year anniversary on October 17th. We met through a friend, through a mutual friend, actually at a wedding. And I will tell you my side of the story probably soon. Although he's probably going to have a completely different story to that, which again, I'll probably give him a little bit of a platform here to tell you guys his side of the story, but I think I think my side, excuse me, is going to be the most believable one. But yeah, I'm going to be celebrating 5 years with my husband. And, you know, as any marriage, we have our ups and downs, but I wouldn't trade him for the world. He's actually a very loving husband, a very loving father, and that's everything I always wanted for in my life. I grew up without a dad, so I always wanted to be able to marry a man who was gonna stay for my kids. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like, well, what if you guys are having problems? Are you still gonna make him stay? Well, that's just another deal. But what I'm saying is, I always wanted a father who was present, who was loving and able to play with willing and able to play with their kids, which is something my husband does. My husband's a bit of a video gamer. Is that how you say it? I don't know how you say it. But yeah, he loves his video games. But at the end of the day, he loves his kids way more. So he always makes time to go outside, play some ball, or even as simple as running around in the sprinklers with them. I think both of my kids are very attached to their dad, which in a way kind of made me sad because I at least wanted one of them to be attached to me. But both of them, they're very attached to dad. It's a matter of, as soon as he gets home from work, it's daddy. I always say that if we have a girl, I would probably not have anyone on my side either way. But yeah, no, we're not planning on having any more kids. I think 2 is enough. They do take up a lot of our energy. They're very energetic little kids. I hope to one day be able to show you guys that. I'll be vlogging a little bit here and there and showing you guys how energetic my children are. Both of them are very lovable little kids. They're very joyful. They're I'm pretty sure every mom out there is gonna say the same thing about their kids, but I think mine are my best. They're the best part of me. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do this introduction for you guys to kind of get to know me a little bit. And obviously I will be posting up a lot of videos, maybe with stories such as my labor and delivery from my little one, because that one was a story of its own. And also my second one, that one was a totally scary experience toward the end. And then the story of how my husband met and I met. So it's gonna be a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna do story times, I'm gonna do vloggings, and most important of all, I want to be able to, in every video, give a message of inspiration, give a message of hope. And I'll probably be doing covers here and there, so you'll be able to come back, and if you need a song, if you have a song that you want me to sing, that you really needed, it's gonna bring you hope or healing in a way to your life, I'm more than willing to. If I don't know the song, it'll probably take me a little longer to do a cover because I have to learn it. But if you guys have any suggestions, just keep comment down below. And yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, do feel free to comment down below. If you have any suggestions for any videos you may want to see, also comment down below. But yeah, so that is it for today's video.